Venus. This is Donna from Tarot Tarot. We're going to do a quick read for you. We're going to go over your money, your career, your love life, to a general spread. At the end, we're going to do the all signs. If you're doing an Aries, if you're doing a Taurus, if you're doing a Gemini, if any card repeats, I will point that out in case it's something you need to hear. If any sign repeats, I'll point that out in case it's confirmation from somebody you came here to hear about. If you like it, if it resonates, feel free to hit the like button, comment, share, whatever makes you happy. I am going to actually, should I do your real quick, should I do the astrology before I do the tarot? So real quick, I'm going to tell you, it'll just take me a second to go over this. Right now, the planet of love and money, which is Venus, is in its retrograde cycle. So Venus is retrograde. And it's in the sign of Leo. So for you all, let's see, if you're Aries, Leo is your fifth house, right? Yeah, fifth house. So fifth house is, children, casual sex, things that bring you pleasure, hobbies, pastimes, all that, things that make you happy, like play, it's the house of play. So, interesting. So I don't know if somehow, some way, if there's gonna be issues with those things in your life right now. I will say that right now, everyone's relationships are going to get tested, and their money situations are going to get tested. And it also has to do with self-worth and how you see yourself, how valuable you see yourself. So do I want to go into I'll just tell you, like, today is kind of significant because Venus and the sun cross over. So whereas the sun would be rising before Venus in the morning, each morning, now for the next few weeks, Venus is going to rise before the sun. It's going to bring the sun with it. So it's going to come up and it's going to drag the sun up with it. When Venus rises before the sun, the ancient astrologers called it Lucifer. Lucifer means the light bringer, and sun being the light. So Venus was bringing the light. So it's in its inferior conjunction today. And Venus, when its retrograde cycle takes place I think it's like approximately every year and a half. And it does it in 5 different signs. So there's 5 different cycles running consecutively. Each one of those signs, every 8 years, it's in that same sign. So you can kind of look at your own love life and see which Venus cycle, which of the 5 Venus cycles it seems to resonate most with. Right now it's in Leo. And the last time it did the inferior conjunction in Leo was August of 2015. August of 2015. Before that, August of 2007. Before that, August of 99. Before that, August of 91. The next time, it will be 31, right? In August of 31. Yeah, August of 2031. Man, what is with my math skills today? So if a relationship falls apart right now during this Venus retrograde cycle, do not be surprised if around August 2027, possibly, depending on what's going on in your own birth chart, that's when your next major significant relationship starts. So yeah, that's 4 years away. I get that, but just letting you know. So that, and then a lot of you all may be finding yourselves looking at, because when I shuffled before I started the readings, before I did Aquarius and Pisces, and now you all, I shuffled, and technically 5 cards fell out of the decks as I was shuffling. I shuffled all these freaking decks. I know you can't see them, but there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 decks that I shuffled before starting because of the way I pull cards. 7 of Pentacles, the Justice card, 7 of Pentacles again, the Hangman, and the word completion came out. So you might be ending a cycle in which something felt like it was unfair because you invested more. Just, that may be your case. I don't know. You can tell me. But if this resonates, by the way, if this resonates, feel free to hit the like button, comment, share, whatever makes you happy. If it doesn't resonate, feel free to check out one of your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rise, or Venus. And there's playlists. I keep forgetting to mention. There's playlists for all the signs. So, with that said, the money, then the career, then the love life. So, money. We're going to look at, in the past, with your money, look at this. This is why I do it this way. Look at what came out for your money. 7 of Wands, 7 of Wands. And they depict 2 different ways of doing things, but standing your ground, fighting off competition. And this one, in this way, it almost leads, I feel like this particular one is leading the charge, but that's a whole different kind of vibe, isn't it? So financially, you may have had to, I don't know, like stand up for yourself when it comes to your money. And you may have had to like block off, or be very, maybe block people that tried to like take advantage of you financially, or people that wanted to ask for money, wouldn't take no for an answer. Or it could have been just something as far as like going through your credit card statements or your bank statements and seeing all the little auto debits for things that you don't use anymore, and just blocking that off, you know. But that's the past energy for your money. So money, current situation. Seven, look at all the sevens, 777. So that's kind of lucky, isn't it? And it's your money. Seven of Pentacles, excuse me, I'm all checked out. Seven of Pentacles, remember that came out in the, before when I was shuffling. I'm looking at, you're currently in a situation, looking at what you put into something, what you've gotten out of it, what you've invested, are you harvesting from it? The Proclaimer in this one deck, this is the High Priestess. So I feel like you're following your intuition as to, you know, the things that you have invested in. That makes sense. So you're following your intuition with things you invest in. In the future, when it comes to your money situation. Okay. But you're going to feel stuck. So you're going to follow your passions. Hopefully that doesn't mean that you are an impulse shopper and it causes you to feel stuck in some way. Yeah, you might be letting your impulses get the best of you, and it may cause you to be kind of stuck, put you in a bind maybe, hopefully not, and you're going to have to try and find a way to around it to fix the situation. So don't let your impulses get the best of you. So let's look at your career. Okay, so Six of Wands energy, the past, Four of Cups. When it came to recognition, you know what? Okay, Aries, you can get mad, you can click out, you can send me hate mail, but I'm going to say this because a lot of you all may not have appreciated, you may have thought that you weren't being recognized for your efforts in the past, and you may have been a little bit, I don't want to say ungrateful, but a little bit, because let's look at this energy. You know, the Six of Wands and the Four of Cups. Recognition, not appreciating what you have. And look at this. There's that cup. That's the recognition right there. You're appreciated, you're valued, and you weren't seeing it in the past. So in the present, you're going to walk away from a job and you're going to go straight into something that makes you really, really happy. And look at this. So in the present, you're walking away from something and it's leading you right into happiness and feeling like you're finally, maybe that's, so you may not be totally wrong, but you're definitely going to be happy. Whatever you're walking away from, even if you were appreciated, if you didn't feel like it, then you're just walking away because you didn't feel it. And so you're going someplace where you actually are going to be celebrated. So I like that. So what about the future for your career? And then we're going to do the love portion. There's that Hanged Man energy again, though. You're going to feel stuck. So what an odd card. If you have a question, if there's a question about your career that you're thinking of right now for the future, the answer is yes. Whatever the question is, the answer is yes. But you're going to feel stuck. And I don't want to go digging through that deck for what the Mother Star card means. So I am actually, because I always forget what that one means. So I am going to get clarification. What is the Mother Star trying to say? Yeah, look at that. So you are probably going to be in a work situation in which there's a lot of celebration. And you may feel like it's almost too much. Like you're happy, but it's almost too much. Like you, it's like you can't. I don't know if you're working with people that like to indulge in drinking or living it up. I don't know if it's like they are always going out to lunch at some place where it's expensive and the food is fattening and they always want you to go with. I'm not sure what the situation. You'll know what the situation is. If you're happy, but look, there's a sense of indulgement. Like you feel stuck with this overindulging a little bit, but it makes you happy. But you're like, damn, it's a bit much. All right, so let's look at your love situation. And I'm going to pull one of these. I feel drawn to pull one of these. Wait, postpone, pause, say no. So there was a pause in the past with a relationship, a love situation. This is the card I was drawn to pull. So, and let's look at if it was stable. Okay, so there was a love offer. I don't think it was realistic. You may have moved on from it. I don't know if you moved on from it or if you just... I don't feel like it was realistic. There was a love offer, but they may have been genuine, but they may have not been realistic. So it might have been somebody who's very idealistic and... I don't know how else to put that. So right now, look at this. So, and you could be in an LGBTQ relationship or that's your situation, but currently, 9 of Swords, losing sleep over a partnership or a decision. Currently losing sleep over a partnership or a decision. The rainbow here is how I know. That's my LGBTQ symbol. That's what works for me. So I want to get this, okay, for the past. The Sword and the Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. I want to say truth, clarity, truth, and revelation is probably what caused you to walk away or just get away from that. So what about now? What card? Passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun. So there's somebody that right now you may be losing sleep over, stressing out over, who there's insane chemistry, insane passion, and you have a lot of fun together. Why are you... Okay, just out of curiosity, why are you losing sleep over it though? Okay, look at this. This is the card that answers it. Indecision. You can't decide what to do. Oh, what is it that you're trying to decide what to do? Why? Why is the indecision? Is distance involved? Do they act distant? Is it an internet thing in which, I don't know if there's distance. Are you from different cultures? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I almost want... Okay, let me get one of these. Yeah, look at this. This is what it says. I wish you would knock on my door. So if they're at a distance, you're losing sleep over this because there's too much distance and maybe you want to see them. But there's a lot of passion. So maybe you want to do the hibbity-hibbity. I don't know. So let's look at the future for your love situation. Are you gonna, Aries, is this gonna lead to commitment? But my only concern is if there is commitment, there may be 3 people in the picture. I'm just saying, even if they're not physically there, they could be energetically there. So maybe somebody that you haven't energetically let go of, or they haven't energetically let go of. Because there's 3 people in the picture, and it's like they're never home. So if let's say you get married, you move in together, they're never home. Somebody's never home. Because look, and I get this energy of leave the door open. Leave the door unlocked. I'll be home. That's the energy I'm getting for the future. So if you do commit to somebody, they may never be there. Hey Dennis, I'm late. What's up, yo? Yeah, so how you doing? Yeah, so if things were to move into a higher level of commitment, if you were to move in together, for those that this applies to, I feel like they would never be home. And I'm guessing it's because they're busy working all the time, but what's the reason they would never be home? And I hope it's not Three of Cups. Okay, yeah. Because they're always working. I knew it. Look, so they're always working. So if you commit, if you were in a relationship right now and things move up to a higher level of commitment, yeah, you're gonna get married, move in together, whatever that means to you. But they're always working, so they're never home. And there's a third energy in the mix. So I don't know if it's a well-meaning friend, family member, somebody that gives advice, somebody you haven't energetically let go of from the past, someone they have not energetically let go of from the past. Just to be aware of that. Like if there's somebody that you still are like kind of holding on to energetically, but you're willing to be with them, that'll mess things up. Don't do it. Okay, so let's do your general spread. I just want to let me get another, it says, I'm a better, I'm a letter person. I'm a better person because of you. I feel more optimistic and full of life. Okay, well, I mean, you've improved their life, and they appreciate that. All right, so, I don't know. I think the Hangman came out twice. That's a Pisces card, so Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus in Pisces, or Neptune conjunct the Sun or Ascendant for you or somebody else, because that came out twice. So, and the Seven of Pentacles, right? I think it did come out twice. And that's Taurus energy. All right, so in general, what is going on in the past? In your life? Okay, so obviously that doesn't apply to everybody, but you could have had a fling. You took a chance on something you had a lot of passion for, but this just tells me this has fling energy to it. So there could have been something, just a quick thing in the past. How did that go? Do I even want to use this deck for clarification? Maybe. I mean, this person actually, if you had a fling with somebody from the past, they actually do have a lot of love for you. Interesting. Okay, so in the present, in general, what's the situation? Are you stressing out still? Damn. So you're still losing sleep over the growth of something. Now, the Empress card a lot of times is a card of pregnancy or a child being born, but that's not always but there could be very well Aries folks out there that are stressing out over a childbirth, a pregnancy or whatever. But just stressing out over the growth of something, the growth of a relationship, the growth of your money, the growth of your career, but you're stressing out over the growth of something. And I want to get, not one of those, I want to get one of these. New love. Okay, that answered that. So is there a new person, whether or not it's going to grow? You're stressing out whether or not it's going to grow. So if you stress out over something, you're going to push it away, just so you know. Whenever something is new, give it a chance to gather a little bit of steam. If you immediately start stressing out over it, you push it away. So just be aware of that. And in the future, in the general situation, and I feel the need to pull a love card, so I'm going to pull it. In general, and that says endings. So what does this say? I was selfish and immature, please forgive me. So in the future, you're going to let go of somebody. It's a person. It's definitely a person, because I felt the need to pull one of these cards, and I usually pull these cards for love. But look at this. Death card, the Ten of Swords, and it says, I was selfish and immature, please forgive me. So you let somebody go in the future who may have, you almost feel like they broke you. Like you tried to fix them over and over again, and you end up hurting yourself in the process. So what advice do we have for you? I feel like it's probably going to be Four of Swords or the Star, but let's see what's the advice for that. I almost want to feel like I need to pull two cards. Six of Cups. Is it you taking them back, or Nine of Pentacles? Okay, that's that. I felt the need to pull two cards. Normally I would just pull one for the advice. So if it's a person from the past, it's telling you to stay single. You have everything you need. You're good on your own. So, yeah, don't, oh man. Ugh. All right, we'll pick that up later. All right, so if you are dealing with an Aries, if you're dealing with a fellow Aries, and I'm probably not going to have enough cards for this, but we'll deal. All right, if you're dealing with a fellow Aries, they feel left out in the cold. They want to fight for this. They may be blocking off. You know what? If they blocked you, it's a very immature, selfish response to feeling left out in the cold. What do we have? Axe. Breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment. Yeah, silent treatment, abandonment. They feel abandoned. They may abandon you. Taurus wants to make things right even though they feel like it's a disaster. And it said, oh, so the Taurus, they really like you. They want to make things right, but they feel like it's a disaster. It says, I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is blooming. Fun, flirting. Want to date. So I got really good energy off of that, though. I don't have bad energy off of that. So even though, so why is the disaster card here? Why is the Tower here? It's something that needs to end. What needs, why? Okay, I want clarification on that. Why, what needs to end, or why does it need to end? What's going on? I don't know if one of you is holding on to somebody from the past. The Taurus, you or the Taurus, is holding on to somebody from the past, or is just not realistic in love. By the way, LGBTQ written on this card with that rainbow there, but not for everybody, but realistic in love. So yeah, this is tens are endings and beginnings. So cycles, completing. So they want to make things right. So I don't know if even if things have to end, they still want things to be made right. They may want to apologize to you. Gemini is going to reach out to you. They want attention. The Gemini just wants attention. Are you ignoring them? Is that what's going on? They feel like they want attention. Look at this. They're like, talk to me. You get, your beauty is so captivating that I forget to blink. Okay. Cancer. Emperor and Knight of Wands. Ooh. But I don't get long term off of that. What is it? I know what you mean to me. I'm ready to be with only you now. So were they a player who's bossing up? Maybe that's the case. If you're dealing with a Cancer, there might be a player that's bossing up. Leo is losing sleep over this, and they're reminiscing, going down memory lane. What card do we get for that? So many things remind me of you. It's crazy. Yeah, they keep looking at your pictures. They see you everywhere. If you are dealing with, what's 2, 3, 4, 5, Virgo, I almost want to say they want to gain control over things and they're spying on you, but also it may be a matter of case that they want to move on. Do they want to move on or move forward? Do they want to move on or move forward with you? Okay. Move on and party like a rock star or reconnect. Okay. So I'm glad I asked that because Three of Cups isn't always a reconciliation card. I was like, do they want to move on and just spy on you, or do they want to move forward with you and still spy on you? And Three of Cups, I was like, okay, is that reconciliation, or is that just going out and partying like a rock star and putting themselves out there? Yeah, they want to be single. So the Virgo wants to be single and just put themselves out there and see what else is out there, I guess. Libra, if you are dealing with a Libra, damn, I'm going to say no on that one. Drama, stubborn, they don't want to let you go, but they're a dramatic hot mess, aren't they? So if you deal with a Libra, it says love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know. All right, but they're a dramatic hot mess. Ooh. What else? I feel so guilty about my action and what I said to you. Okay, yeah, so they probably like shot their mouth off or did something impulsively and now they feel bad about it. Scorpio is undecided. It's like they want to walk away. They can't decide what to do. They're indecisive. They feel like they want to walk away, but they can't decide what to do. You have, I can't help mentioning you to my close friends and family members. What? All right, and then don't forget about me. I haven't forgot about you. So are you, I guess you're not in communication with them? All right. Sagittarius, they want to work on things. They want to offer you love. They're also focusing on work right now. They're all about work. Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. So, wait, if it's, do they want to offer you love or do they want to move on? Clarification. I'm so in love with you. You are so perfect to me. Progression. I feel like it's progression. So you're progressing. So they want to work on things with you. They want to offer you love. They're in love with you. So Capricorn. If you're with a Capricorn, damn, they are in. So if you're dealing with a Capricorn, they are inconsistent. And look at this. They move like they go fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow, fast, slow. There's also a feeling of quickly rushing in to tell you that they are willing to go the distance. So there's that. But I get, and that may be the case, but I get inconsistent a little bit on that. Your honesty and vulnerability scares me and allures me at the same time. Yeah, I think they're in and out because they get scared, they get cold feet, they run and they come back. All I'm thinking about right now is how attracted to you I am. Yeah, so that's your Capricorn. Aquarius. If you're dealing with Aquarius, whew, they got a lot of irrational fears and they're in bitchy mode. Look at this. Look at just the energy of these two cards. And I think there's going to be things that come to light too. You're going to tell the Aquarius that you're going to put boundaries up and tell them you're not dealing with this lack of transparency. So if things are not transparent and they're being kind of wishy-washy or keeping you in the dark, you're going to tell them what time it is. So good for you. Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Yeah, they're not showing their hand. But you're, I don't know, are you being strategic? Karmic connection, moving from the patterns. All right. Pisces, if you're dealing with a Pisces, look at this. This is stability and like home, family roots. This is options and things being unclear, not being realistic. So what in the heck? So if it's a long-term thing, this person is kind of delusional and they're looking at their options. What action, is there been an action that's been taken that's caused a situation to become unstable? Yeah, I am so glad I asked. Okay, so if you're dealing with a Pisces, the stability, the home situation, it's becoming very unclear and unstable because they've got options. Look at this. They're looking at their options. They're being sneaky and shady about stuff. And I've looked at these two cards. The first card was, I remember the first day we met like it was yesterday. So, okay, they remember that. And then look at this. I never want to see you again. You hurt me. So, you know what? Childish. I get childish off of that. So their communication is just not good. All right, so I think I've covered everything. Did anybody ask any questions? I do want to look at some oracle cards. Okay, that was too many and it doesn't make sense. So let me get this. Communal living. What in the world? I don't know. So does this mean anything to anybody? Is there a situation with an apartment complex or where you live where there's just like, I don't know, like I don't know. Communal living can be an apartment complex or just the place where you live where everybody's together. It could be a roommate situation or somebody you live with. Is there an issue with that before I click off? Is there a situation with that? Emotions. Our emotions get the best of you and someone else. A roommate or neighbor or something. Crap, and I get one of these cards that I have a hard time reading. Progress, not perfection. Look how hard this card is to read. Like, it's the reading is tiny, or the writing. Appetite. So it's this is one of the crystal ones. Progress, not perfection. Don't compare yourself to others or judge yourself. Instead, focus upon how far you've come and all that you've learned. Okay. So I don't know if that means anything to anyone or not. I didn't mean to muddy up the end of your reading, but I just thought I'd pull a couple oracle cards. All right. With that said, thank you. Love you. And I will see you all in the next one. All right. Bye.